Neem oil on him.
What's the name of?
I gave it to her already.
Oh,
Do you wanna dance with me?
what's up tonight, family? What y'all doing? What's going on? What's going on? YouTube in the building, Facebook in the building. How y'all doing tonight? Can
Watching
y'all
you
hear the
all
music? Can I
night.
get a like? Can I get a like? Can I get? Can we get them thumbs up? Can we get them thumbs up? Can we get them thumbs up?
I'll make sure you're done right.
Peace and
Do you
blessings,
wanna
Pinky Lee.
dance with me? Do you wanna groove with me?
All right, family. All right, family. Thank y'all
Hey,
for the likes.
family.
Thank y'all for the likes.
Been watching you all night. You gotta move over some. I'm in love now. Ooh, I'm in love now. I'm in love now. I'm in love now. I'm in love now. I'm in love now.
Pure Grant, what? Pure Jim. Peace
All
and blessings.
right, all
Queen V.
right. Peace and
Peace and
blessings,
blessings. Chosen one.
family.
Peace and blessings.
Many blessings. Welcome to the spiritual vault. I am WUNAM, aka Nicky Love, your African indigenous traditional healer.
And I'm Brother Dinkra, your African indigenous traditional healer.
All right, brother. Think we got it right this time. Right this time.
Dang.
All right, family. We on kind of late tonight. It's all brother Dinkra's fault.
Peace, Alan Johnson.
It's all
Ruben
his fault.
Sinclair. Peace, Sinclair.
All right, y'all. Um, Let me get to Facebook. Let me see. We got, let's see. Baba Dara, Sheila Scarsborough, Mia. Hey, what she say? The song is fire, so upbeat and Afrocentric. Yes, Mia, that is from my CD called A Taste of Africa. So all the songs on that CD is basically
Janelle
has
Brooks.
African
Peace.
drum
Peace and
beat to it.
blessings.
Okay. Yeah, but that the name of that CD is called A Taste of Africa. I'm gonna be putting all my music up on Amazon and on Apple. So y'all give me about a week or two.
Callie Watt.
We're gonna get it up there if y'all want to
Peace and
purchase
blessings.
the songs separately. But that was the last CD I did, and it was called A Taste of Africa. All the drum beat in there. Okay. All right, family. Let me get over to my Facebook. Hold on, y'all. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. Okay. All right. She's so cute. Look at her. All right. Let me. Hold on, y'all. Let me get over here to Facebook. Oh my goodness.
So tonight we'll be talking about, are you a chosen one?
Are
Are you
you a
a chosen
chosen
one?
one? Throughout the years, you might have heard many different things, especially if you grew up in a church that you have a calling, right? Well, in traditional medicine, is a little bit different. Is you are a chosen one, which means you have to carry out your tradition. So
That's
you
right.
can't ignore it. So in African culture, you'll pretty much, the elders will know when you're born if you are one that is going to do spiritual work. Well, here, growing up in the Christian faith, a lot of people went to church and they said, "Well, you're a prophet, you're a chosen one, or excuse me, you have a calling. God is calling you." Well, in African traditions, the ancestors call you. Certain gods chose you.
Peace and
Okay.
blessings, meet you black.
Peace and blessings, family.
And actually,
What?
they actually know before you're born too, right? Most of the
Yeah.
time.
If a divination's done on a child back home in Africa before it's done, excuse me, before the child is born, they'll tell you if that child has returned as an ancestor or if that child's coming back with a gift or be a chosen one of the gods or or the ancestors. Okay.
And she's right. You can't ignore your gift, because a lot of people, some people that don't even know that they're supposed to be doing what we're doing, being traditional healers, they have a lot of them have a rough life, and they don't know why. And the reason why they don't know that is because they're disconnected. They're disconnected from their African roots, so they don't know that they're supposed to be practicing traditional medicine and teaching and healing people. So a
Right.
lot of times they go through life and they feel empty. They be like, man, I got this, I got that. I feel empty though, like my life feels empty. Or
Right.
they just might have a lot of mishaps. Like, a lot of people like us, me and her, like really ancient people. A lot of us, we go through a lot growing up because what happens is a lot of us are just getting we're being primed and getting ready to become a traditional healer.
Right.
Because that's why we go through a lot of the things that we go through, because it helps us understand people, and it helps us have more compassion.
Now, over the years, you've pretty much been, misprogram. I mean, how can let me see it? Miseducated.
Miseducated.
Okay. Um, and you have been miseducated because you know it as voodoo, you know it as hoodoo, you know it as witchcraft, black magic, whatever they want to call it, right? But you've never known it by the original name of being indigenous to the land. And that's why in Africa, although there's many different tribes, you'll have different tribes. They call it by different names. If you're in South Africa, they'll call you a Sangomba. If you're in Yoruba, they'll call you a Babalawo or Babalarisa. You know what? And in certain parts, you'll be considered a con priestess or a priest. It depends on what tribe. However,
What does the word voodoo mean for those who are new, who don't know what the word actually means?
the word voodoo just means spirit. Okay? It just means spirit. A lot of people will have been miseducated on what the word voodoo means. It just means your spirit, okay? And with saying that, a lot of times we want to say that, voodoo started in West Africa. Unbeknownst to you all, if we go back to ancient times, on the ancient walls of Kemet or Egypt, as some of you know it, voodoo did not start in West Africa. It started way before that. Back in ancient times, you can look, we were doing rituals and spells and all kind of stuff and animal sacrifices back then in ancient times, okay? So although we do know that Egypt and Kemet is in Africa, it started in Africa way before the time that they said it did, because they said it started in West Africa. But I like to tell people, we as a people, a Nubian people, we are voodoo.
That's right.
Okay, we are voodoo. We put the magic behind it. We are voodoo. It's been around from the beginning of time.
And
Okay.
and even I didn't mean to cut you off. You was
Go
gonna say
ahead.
something. And even the word witch isn't, in the Western term, is really like a negative term, and then some of the our people and our brothers and sisters in Africa has started looking at it as a negative term, but it really means somebody that was born with the for to me, it means a person that is born with the spiritual technology and and certain gifts to do things that involves nature, to manipulate nature, or to say other certain words and things happen to you. And I seen a lot of black women have this power. A lot of women, period, have this power. So a lot of men even have this power. So it's just not a certain sex thing or a certain race thing. But I just know that some people just have the gift. Like I had a friend who used to get mad and be like, I hope that motherfucker get in a wreck. And then I had to tell him, like, yo, you can't say things like that because you're special. You're not like everybody else. If you say something, it'll happen. And he didn't believe me because he was raised up in the church. And then um uh, like he said something about one guy, and then he's like, man, I hope that motherfucker get in a wreck. And I was like, no, you can't say that. He's like, nah, man, for real, I can't stand him. And then he called me a couple of days later, man, I shouldn't have said that he got in a wreck. I said, I told you, you can't, you got to watch what you say. You can't put certain things out there like that.
You sure right about that, Brother Dinkler. All right, so according to the Webster's Dictionary, or according to the Internet Dictionary, a witch in the Western terminology is a woman who is thought to have magical powers. Okay, they say especially evil ones. You see that, y'all? So it's always come back to that bullshit with Christianity and the witch in there. Now it says a woman thought to have magic powers, especially evil ones, properly depicted as wearing a black cloak and pointed hat and flying on broomstick. Y'all hear that bullshit? Y'all hear that bullshit? Okay. Anyway, all right. So, that's their terminology. Okay. Now, basically, a lot of stuff is plagiarized and changed up a little in Africa, which be considered a woman who does have very strong I don't like to use the word magical powers, but who's very in tune with the elements, who has the power to control the elements. So, we're saying that there's a lot of truth to that. So when you hear witch in Africa, it's not in the terms like they, deem it here. Christianity has dumbed down, evilized, as I made up the word, if it ain't a word, evilized what a witch is, okay? And as they always do, they always trying to twist shit and turn it and make it bad, and it's not bad, okay? Because women are the natural nurturers of the earth, the women are always going to have more power than the men, all right? Now, unless she's a woman who is not knowing how to use her powers against men, okay? Now, you do have male witches and you have female witches, okay? With saying that, the woman is still always going to be powerful. A woman can take off what a man puts on, but a man can't take off what a woman puts on, because a man does not possess the energy and the period blood like a woman does, and menstrual blood like a woman does. And not only that, she's just connected to the earth a lot more stronger than a man. And then on top of that, every goddamn man comes out of a woman's vagina, so it is what it is. He will never be more powerful than a woman, okay? Don't get it confused. Now, we're saying that that's talking about being indigenous to the land. Woman is a woman always going to be a little bit more powerful when it comes down to doing rituals, if they know how to do it, if they're aware of their powers, okay? Now, pretty much each human being is connected to the earth. We all are interconnected. We all are a part of this very thing called earth, right? But there's some who actually have been chosen, and that's what the show is about. Chosen.
Ruben Sinclair says, "What if you were born with a veil on your eye? I mean, with a veil still in the sack."
You want to answer that?
Well, if you're born with a veil on your eye, that means that you have you have the ability to see in the spirit realm. And a lot of times, people that are born with that, they're the ones who's supposed to be doing what we're doing. And a lot of some people will do it. They will answer that calling, but because they're brought up in the church, they'll say, "Well, I'm a prophetess. I'm a prophet." And a lot of times, people that are Christians, because because of their religion, they believe that they get their gift from God, and then they believe people like us get our gift from demons or the devil.
Yeah, because they sure like saying that. Because this one lady told me before, well, you get your messages when you do your readings, you get your messages from the devil. I said, really? I said, so I'm supposing you get your messages from the Holy Spirit, right? Because you're a prophetess. I said, how you know the Holy Spirit ain't the goddamn devil? I said, so don't come telling me that bullshit. They always want to tell you something like they getting the messages. How you know it's God? Who told you? Did you see it? Do you know? Right? I tell them all the time, my gift comes straight from me being able to see that. I got more DNA activation than some of you all. So I see naturally.
Um, Yaya Mokun says, "Witches are mean men are also the name witch isn't even used in ancient times."
You sure right. That word witch is not used in ancient
A
times.
lot of words weren't used in
All right.
ancient
A lot
times.
of words were not used in ancient times. So you're correct about that.
Like what one of the things that misnomers is that the ancient people that we call the Kemites or the Egyptians. A lot of people think they call themselves Kemites or the land of Kim. They actually didn't. When we called down King Tut, he said that he was a Naga. He didn't even know when we were talking to him. He didn't even know what the word Kemet meant. You know, so it's just a lot of things that we've been taught, even by our scholars, are wrong.
Exactly. Exactly. All right. So we're saying that, okay, say it louder for folks in the back, sis. Laugh out loud. What did it mean in ancient times when they separated the man from the woman, Majestic Ra? And then, okay, go ahead. Answer that, Brother Dinker. Your family, your family, your family.
What
Hey,
happened?
Adeku, what did it mean in ancient times when they separated? What do you mean, what did it mean, Majestic Ra? What do you mean, what did it mean? The women had their time, and the women worked with the women, and the men worked with the men. You understand? It was more like back in ancient times. It's sort of like some way it's still done in Africa today,
Mm-hmm.
where you mostly see the women with the women and the men with the men. You know, and then they come together as a family at night or whatever to come together. But most of the time, throughout the villages, if you go to the village now, the city has been, the city
Yeah.
has changed. But in the villages, you still see women with the women and the men with the men. Okay.
Yeah, and that's one thing too. Also, in Africa, like the men hold the women in high regard. It's not like over here in America. Have a they don't have a lustful nature, like especially the ones in the village. They don't have a lustful nature, like they want to sleep with every woman they see. That the men aren't really like that, and it's crazy because I was watching a video about Nip, right?
Mhm.
Nipsey Hussle, and he said when he went over to Africa
Mhm.
to visit his dad's village and where he was raised.
Mhm.
He said when he came back, when he got over there, before he stayed over there 3 months, and he had a totally different view of the woman after that. He said he was ready to die for his woman when he came back from Africa.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
even that, like a lot of us over here in America, we don't realize it's just different in Africa. It's different in the motherland.
That's right. And see, the thing about it is that, the reason they don't, let's you're just talking about understanding the natural beauty of the human body. You have to remember here in America, we've been programmed and brainwashed. You got pornography, which in turn teaches you how to lust after women's bodies and all the stuff that you see go on. That's why we have a high, that's not to say it don't go on in Africa. Don't get it confused, because yes, it has been going on in Africa and every other country where women have been raped. So don't get it confused, but not as much as you see it here in America.
Yeah, a lot, and then a lot of times, a lot of these brothers and sisters become Americanized, or they go to Europe and they become more like that because they want to catch up. Because a lot of us have been, even here in America, we've been taught to be so ashamed of who we are and where we come from, that we don't want to connect with who we really and truly are. And so a lot of times they're, like us as black Americans will be like, well, I ain't no African. I don't descend from that. I wasn't born over there. And then the Africans that they sometimes I've seen Africans. I'm only speaking of what I've seen. I've seen where they try to kind of like disconnect
Mhm.
from the motherland. You know,
Mhm. Mhm.
I remember helping a friend of mine move, and he had a picture with him back in the village. He was from Nigeria, and they had on the tribal wear,
Mhm.
and then it was laying in the middle of the thing. And when I came back, I was gonna ask him about it, but he put it up, like he didn't want me to see it.
You said, take that out. No, no, no. What you doing? No, no, no. What you doing? All right, Majestica. Thanks for all your answer my question. All right, if you have any questions, do put them in the chat. If you have any questions tonight, the show is "Are You a Chosen One?" Okay, so we will be taking some calls. Okay, not no put in the chat. I'm telling you all right now. I'm not reading the chat unless it's a statement or a question. But if you want to know if you're a chosen one, you must call in. You must call in, okay? So,
Sheila Coleman says my eldest daughter was born with the veil.
yeah, that's the thing the Christians say, born with a veil, to see, be able to see.
Ruben Sinclair says my mother told me I was born still in the sack. That's true. I see into the future.
All right, Fuben Sinclair, tell me what you see for us. I'm about to put you to the test. Come on, call into the show. 909, put the number in the chat. All right, y'all want to know if you're a chosen one, you call in. I need your first names, and I don't need no fake names. If you give me fake names, we going to know. All right? So, Ruben Sinclair, you can see into the future. Let me see if you can read. Give me a reading, Ruben Sinclair.
Sheila Coleman says my daughter is very spiritual and conscious. Pure Jim says worst mental worst mental illness there is Christianity and religion.
Yeah, well, it is what it is. That's why we coming all out of it. You know what I mean? We coming all out of it. All of this is changing. We're going through our transformation. And that Armageddon they talk about with Christian, this is Armageddon within. The war between good and evil in your body, as within, so without. Everything we see that's going on out here is going on in here. It's the war. And you got to battle this war, and you want to come out on the righteous side. You don't want to come out on the unrighteous side.
That's right. Yaya McCoon says, wow, the readings of the wall in Egypt are deciphered wrong, possibly. Not all, but a lot of it is. And a lot of stuff, what it is too, a lot of the stuff they really can't come out and tell you the truth of what it says too.
Right.
Because they've been sworn to a lot of these people that don't look like us have been sworn to secrecy.
Yeah,
They
wow.
can't let the cat out the bag.
All right, well, all right, we're taking calls. So if you want to know if you're a chosen one, not if you have a calling, but a chosen one, meaning that you're indigenous to the land. You came back on a journey. You came back to make a difference in humanity in this day and in this time. That's what we mean. Are you a chosen one? Was you brought back here to make a difference? Was you brought back here to help people? Was you brought back here to heal people? Was you brought back here to see for people? What is your gift? Are you a chosen one? Because everybody's not, as well as we think. Now, everybody has the whole, all of humanity, including a lot of the species, have a natural intuition. But we're talking about being able to see the depths of one's souls, being able to see from the cosmos and back. We're talking about being able to see, all in the archaic records. These are some of the ones that are chosen. So tonight we're taking calls 909-749-8626. Are you a chosen one? All we need is your first name. You can call in and we'll take your call.
Uh, Lopaka Kane said.
Go ahead.
Lopaka Kane says, hold on, I lost it. Lopaka Kane says, Aloha. Are we all chosen ones? Oneness, are we the sonship of Christ?
To send a voicemail.
Oh, there you go.
All
Y'all
right.
know what's
Who's calling? State your name and where you're calling from.
Hey, how are you guys tonight? This is Corinda.
Hey,
how you doing,
Clarinda, how
Clarinda?
are you?
I'm doing good.
Okay. First of all, what makes you think you're a chosen one?
I noticed that when I was younger, and I can't necessarily see, so I'm not sure about chosen one in that aspect. But I do know that coming up, I felt like there was something like a certain protection over me. And if
Uh-huh.
anytime anybody did anything to me, they got retribution back kind of quick. And so I always felt like I was like, yeah, I definitely feel like something is spiritually protecting me. And when I would say stuff or sometimes wish them bad. So like for instance, my accident, I kind of sort of talked that over myself, I believe. Because I was sitting at home one day and I said, dang, I wish I could sit my ass at home and get a check. And I felt for about 2 months that something was going to happen with my car, but I didn't know what. And I thought the car was going to break down, so I'm trying to stack my money to get it fixed. When in fact, I ended up wrecking it and breaking my neck.
Uh-huh.
So, just the ability sometimes to be to say stuff and it manifests to bad stuff anyway.
That's right.
Sometimes we could curse ourselves.
So yeah, there you have it. So you're a chosen one in the sense of where you say it is gonna happen. That's definitely a chosen one. So yes, you are. So you got to be very careful what you say because your inyama is very powerful, which means your energy, your breath, or some may say ashe, is very powerful. So you have to be very careful. And yes, that type of energy is also needed as well. So yes, you are a chosen one, Clarinda.
Oh, well, thank you. I'm glad to find that out.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you for calling in.
Thank you. All right.
Uh,
Have a good night, you guys.
you too. Take care. Okay. All right.
Peace and blessings, Erica McFarland. Yaya Mukun says, if you are on this channel, you are part of the chosen, in my opinion. You woke up, you woke up, so to speak. You woke up, so to speak. You woken, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
Candy Rain says 33 in the chat. That's right. Oh, we got 30. Oh, actually, we got 35 now. 35 people on here. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. Come on, y'all.
All right, Facebook. Here we go. Do y'all think the end of the world in the Bible was talking about the end of the Romans world domination? Very good question, Adeku. Very good question. Now, if you all remember the fall of Babylon, the purple, the one who comes out with the purple. I remember we did a show about this a while back. Um, I'm going to say this. I see spiritually that it definitely has something to do with that. That's only one part of it though. Okay, Adeku. Um, the world domination, the Roman world domination, basically, I know what you're talking about because the Catholics control all religions. People don't even know that, but they do. Um, and in that Bible, it talks about Jesus being the actual water bearer. Okay. He said, "After me shall come the water bearer," which means that they're telling you in the Bible that age of Roman domination, which is really not Roman domination. That's the age of the Christianity.
It's coming
Um,
to an end.
huh?
Age of Christianity coming to an end.
Right, it's coming to an end. So it's all transforming where there will be no. But like as I told you all before, it's going to be where now you're going to the answers that you look for are going to be within. No man is going to tell you because it's all going to be in you. All that DNA reactivation is going to give you access to that information that you need. So when so-called Jesus, where they got that from Africa, okay, um, says that in the Bible they're talking about the transformation that's taking place. Um, Outward religion, you know what I mean? We are going to be those gods, right?
Yeah, and yeah. So he was speaking of also. He was speaking of the age that we were in. So after the age of Pisces is the Aquarius,
Aquarian age,
the
right?
Aquarian age. Yeah. So right on point. Candy Rain says, "Go hit that like button and come back." Candy Rain says, "My house is too loud, Sister Nicky. I do want to call in." Ruben Sinclair says, "Where's your ice?"
Hey, Candy Red, I can't favor nobody. I already put it out there. You got to call in. Go in the bathroom, the Candy Rain. Stop playing.
Uh, yeah. Makun says, "Smash that like button."
All right, welcome Kevin Gray, Michael Darius Ford. We got Miguel and Juka. You just sent me another video, Miguel. Let me tell y'all are overwhelming my box with videos. Some of them are ridiculous. I ain't gonna lie. Some of them are ridiculous. I know y'all got to be tired of hearing about the coronavirus and goddamn 5G. Tell me y'all tired, because I know I am. If it ain't about 5G, it's about the coronavirus. I'm like, either or. It don't even matter. It's like overwhelming your brain and soaking your brain with the coronavirus and 5G. It's just ridiculous. Y'all got to be tired of it now. Now, I'm getting inboxes from everybody, and do not make no mistake about it. I appreciate it, but don't overwhelm me with the same nonsense, the same thing, and the same bullshit. Oh my goodness! Every time I open it, oh, this is good. Listen to this. This is good. Listen to this. Oh, coronavirus. Those people died today. Oh, listen to this. The 5G. Oh, this man died. No, come on, man. Come on now. All right, now we're taking calls to find out if you're a chosen one. If you want to find out if you're a chosen one, call in 909-749-8626. Calling now to find out if you're a chosen one.
Pinky Lee says, "Are you okay, Nikki? Your energy is low tonight." And she used to you being crunk.
Pinky Lee, I'm fine. I'm just tired. I'm tired. And because we didn't come on last night, we try to make it our business to come on this night. So honestly speaking, we got on late because before this we had a conference call. I had a conference call with a lot of my initiates tonight. We had a whole line full of initiates and training that we're doing. And then on top of that, we were out for 3 hours. We was meeting with clients. So I mean, I'm a little bit exhausted, but I can't let my YouTube and my Facebook fans down. I know y'all missed us last night. But I'm good. I'm nothing, just a little bit tired, but I'm good. Okay?
Candy Rain, Candy Rain says, "Nikki is the one that got me eating that daggone ice."
Don't blame it on me, Candy Rain. But you up there crunching ice right now? I don't eat it as much as I used to. I guess y'all don't want to know if y'all chosen ones. Y'all don't want to call in?
Ruben Sinclair says, "So what's the difference between seeing the future and gut instinct?"
Gut instinct, your instincts are different. When you see stuff through your first eye. They're giving you visions through your first eye, right? Your gut instinct is more of a feeling.
Mm-hmm.
One is a feeling and one's a seeing.
More gut instinct is more you picking up something, ain't right? You picking up your energy is picking up something.
Right.
And a lot of times your gut feeling, um, you're gonna
See, now
what I noticed with gut feelings, when you have gut feelings, a lot of times it could be something. More than likely, it could be something negative. I say maybe 60% of the time, but it could be something positive. But sometimes you just gonna pick up a gut feeling, or you're gonna pick up something, or it could be to do something different that you're planning. Because also like with humans and people that are very spiritual and highly sensitive, um, the energy in that lower region in your gut is attack attached to sexual energy. So that's why a lot of times when your spouse is cheating, you can feel it down there. You can feel it in your gut.
Mm-hmm.
Men and women get that same feeling.
That's right. 678-478. We're not saying all the number. We're gonna call you back because I see you call. So we're gonna call you back. Pick up your phone because I'm sure you're calling about to see if you're a chosen one. Hold on. Let's get you on the line.
Yeah, Ruben Sinclair says is our gut, our second brain. They say our brain is in. We have a brain in our
We
gut.
think with our stomachs. We think with our yeah.
Hey, Nikki.
Hey, how are you?
Hey, Nikki and Brother Dinkra. This is Allison from Atlanta.
Hey,
Hey, how
Allison,
you
how
doing,
are you?
Allison?
I'm great. I'm great. I'm I do healing work here in Atlanta, and I'm just wanting to advance it to a higher level, and I'm wondering what you teaching me.
Allison, so you already know you're a healer because you're doing healing. So you know you're a chosen one already, don't you?
Yes.
I know, I know. Allison, it looks like Spirit wants you to really embark on more of your original cultural ways. Now, it looks like what kind of healing you do is, I don't know, it's more, I'm picking up more of a kind of, I'm not going to say Wiccan, but more hoodoo type of work that you do.
I'm a massage therapist and an
See,
energy healer.
I was picking up
Right, energy,
power in
right.
our
Okay,
hands.
so you pick up power in your hands. Okay, so you need to be doing more then. You need to be doing more spiritual work. As far as if you do stuff with your hands, need to be doing more rituals, okay? Because the power is in your hands. That's where you're going to be healing on a higher level, okay?
Okay.
Um, you do Reiki, yeah, and you do massage therapy. You said,
Yes.
okay. You need to incorporate some African ancient rituals into that Reiki, and when you're doing your healing with your hands.
Oh,
Because really, Reiki started in Africa in ancient times. That was done in ancient times. Okay. Um,
absolutely.
yeah. So Spirit is saying that you need to probably start really summoning some of the ancient ones and the ancient gods to work with you. Look up the ancient gods. If I got the information, I'll find it for you. But the ancient gods that are going to work with you through your hands to help heal many. So you definitely have some work to do because it's going to be bigger than what you know. It's just not Reiki. It's deeper than that.
Oh, yeah, I feel it. I went to the beach last year in
Hmm.
Florida, and when I came back, all this heat came back with like all around the crown of my head. I mean, it stayed with me for like 6 months on, just downloads after downloads, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's been intense.
Yeah, you have to. It's going to be deeper than that, but you need to summon some of the
Right.
ancient
Yeah,
ones.
so
Okay.
808, we're going to call you back. 808, we'll call you back.
we're
But
gonna call you
definitely
back, Hawaii.
start researching some of the ancient ones, and I'm going to tell you, or summon them, calling them. Calling them to you to actually download the information that you need to take your Reiki, and your healing with your hands to the next level. Okay?
All right.
All
Thank
right.
you guys so much.
You're
Love you
welcome.
guys.
Love you too. Thank
All
you for
right, love you
calling
too.
in. Take
Peace.
care.
Okay. Bye
Bye
bye.
bye.
There you go. Call him back.
You better start saying what you see, brother. Think I told you could see. That's Honolulu. Hold on. Uh-oh.
I was gonna tell them put it in the chat. That's what I was doing. That's why I was trying to tell you the hands. I was seeing the
Well, you
hands.
say it. Just say it.
Oh.
All right. Thank you for calling. How are you?
Hey, good afternoon, good evening.
Good
Good
evening.
evening.
Brother, this is Opakakani from Hawaii.
How you
Apaka
doing, brother?
Khan. Aloha.
I'm not too sure I'm the chosen one because I kind of know the truth why we're all here.
Mm-hmm.
But when I always try to teach about why we here, about oneness, and about our contracts, life contracts of why we're here on earth, and what religion is not really teaching the people the truth because everything about religion, the Bible, everything is totally opposite and sidetrack the people. So that's why most people today is very much asleep and confused about what's really going on.
Mm-hmm.
And I always try to share this that before we can know anything outside of who we are, we must go down inside of us and start
Mm.
knowing thyself because I'm a native Hawaiian,
Mhm.
a native true-blooded Hawaiian of the Hawaiian Islands,
Mhm.
and I know a lot of things that why our Hawaiian people are here. And on these last days, we are trying to bring the world together by we had to launch the sail ship called Hukulia, and we went on a journey for 2 years around the world just to meet up with all the native indigenous people,
Mhm.
and we are the ones that are coming together and changing the world. And after all this virus stuff is done and what all this government is trying to do to us, they will not be lasting any longer soon, because the world is right now into a very deep change,
Mhm.
and new earth is upon us.
Mhm.
And I love the way how you guys are sharing you guys, because sometimes I feel so all alone,
Mhm.
because a lot of people give me the finger, tell me I'm going to hell, and when actually I'm trying to really tell them that you are my brothers and sisters, and that you are holy, and you are the son of God. You are the child of God. And our home is heaven. There is no separation, period, at all. And there is no such thing as hell was ever created, because Heliel created earth with along the archangels. And yeah, and they hold our contract for this earth. And the only way we could come to her is we all have to sign a contract. And we're all part of the sonship, the tree of life. And each leaf, each seed, each fruit represents each being within the whole entire universe. We ain't the only ones on this universe. We there's over millions in the universe,
Oh
and
yeah.
there are our
Definitely.
brothers and sisters.
That's
And
right.
we only have one true parent, which is the divine creator, or the true self is oneness. And yeah, and we're all here on earth to fulfill our contract individually. And hopefully one day we can wake up and to understand the truth of life, why we are here and where you go from here, because there is no such thing as death. There will
Right.
never ever be, and everybody's life here, including the animals, the trees, the rocks, and everything, their life is always forever.
That's right.
And we are going through a universal experience. And we will be keep doing that after we fulfill our earth contract.
Well, you
And
know
no
what
one
we
can
say. You
leave.
know what we say. Not to cut your
Yeah,
wisdom, but what we say in Africa, we like to say it's from birth to death and death to life, right? So
yes.
you're very right. It's very true. Now we don't believe
Yeah,
in
it's just only a transformation.
right transformation, but in Africa we don't believe in archangels. Let me make that clear because a lot of times people don't understand. We don't believe in
Yeah.
archangels, but I do want to thank you for calling in and keep doing the great works of the ancestors there in Hawaii. Okay, because we have other calls coming in. So I thank you for
Thank you
calling
very
in.
much.
Thank you
Okay,
for
take
calling.
care.
Thank you for watching.
Okay.
Mahalo. Lots of love. Aloha.
Olaha, lots of
Allah.
love. Thank you. Okay, let's take.
It
Okay, we
just
missed
hung up.
that call. All right, we're calling you back 602. Hold on, is that Michael Ford? Hold on, y'all. All right, we're calling you back. Oh, wait a minute, was it? Okay.
Yes, yes, yo.
Hello?
Okay, is
Hello.
this Michael Ford?
This is he.
Okay, can you turn down your computer in the background, please?
Peace and blessings.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Hey, how you doing?
We're good. Good. How are you?
I'm all right. I'm all right.
Okay, so you're calling to see if you're a chosen one?
Well, I already know I am. I just wanted to call in and talk. I mean, well, just hear from you. Hear what y'all might have for me.
Okay, so if you know you're a chosen one, are you putting the work in? Are you doing indigenous works of the lands? No,
Oh,
no, no,
overwhelmed,
no, no.
overwhelmed. Years and years,
What,
overwhelmed
what?
with work. I be having to take breaks sometime and just get to myself.
Well, tell me what kind of work you doing.
Oh, I mean, everything, whatever need to be done. You know, it depends on the individual.
Well, come on now. When we say we indigenous to the land, that means I'm talking to the sun every day. I'm out there gathering the herbs. I'm walking the earth. I'm dealing with the people. I'm healing people. I'm seeing for people. I mean, I'm constantly doing work. I'm constantly putting the work in when it comes to making sure that my fellow brothers and sisters are good. So, are you putting in that type of work? Being indigenous to the land means that you are putting in the work of the ancestors and also of what you came back to this earth to do, being a part of this earth. So, are you doing that?
I always could do more.
Okay, that's what I thought.
That's what I
See.
wanted to hear. That's what I wanted to hear from you. Like what you got? What you picking up on?
You need to, if you know that you're a healer, that means you need to be really embarking on your journey right about this time, because right now a lot of people are needing help. When I tell you for the last 3 weeks we have been overwhelmed with clients, whether it's from readings to doing rituals, for healing, for sick, whatever it may be, we have been overwhelmed with clients. So it's saying that if you have a gift to heal with your hands, if you have a gift to see and give a person a message that they need to hear, whatever it may be, whatever that you have a gift or you have been chosen to do, you should be doing it right about now. So that means if somebody call you and they need a little bit of counseling or air, you can heal them with your words, you need to be on it.
Sure.
Yeah, yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah. Yeah, I'll be on it, but sometimes it is draining though, you know?
Well, you got to know when to shut it down. It can be draining, and it does get draining, but sometimes you got to work it accordingly. I work mine accordingly. I don't let other people
Yeah.
over. You're not gonna pull on my energy like that. I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
do it according to what the ancestors
Yeah.
told me to do. So you got to shut it down. So that means I might do 5 a day. That's it. I'm stopping at a certain time. I'm not taking no more. You're not gonna drain my energy, okay? Or if I'm up to it, my energy's up. I might do 10 a day. You see? So
Yeah.
you have to work it accordingly, but also you have to ask your ancestors to guide you and be with you, be within you, to see through you, speak through you, give you power and energy in your hands to be able to deal with it while you're doing it. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah. But you got to get on it right about now because a lot of us are being called back. That's what we're asking if you are chosen one because a lot of us are being called to do the works of the ancestors. A lot of us are being called to, get on our jobs, whether it be a healing with hands. If you can do a ritual to help a sister get a job or a brother get a job, get to your altars, get to your shrines, okay? We're being called to do the works.
Okay.
All right, Michael? So get to work, my brother, since you know you a chosen one.
I will.
All right. All right.
Okay.
Thank you for
All
calling
right.
in.
Peace.
Take care.
All right, you too.
All right. Blessings. All right. Talib Bonds, did you finish your greens? Did you do your 3 days of greens, Talib? Did you do them? Because we did 3 days of greens, y'all. Did y'all do your 3 days of greens? Nothing but greens. I made collard greens. What did we make? I made some kale soup the other night. And then I did 2 days. I ain't even gonna lie, Talib. We did 2 days because today was running about, so we didn't get to do the third day. But we did 2 days. Greens and kale for 2 days. Okay? Brother Dinkler didn't do it though, y'all. All right, let me go to Facebook because I see some questions. Okay, let me get back over here. Hold on.
C. Thomas says, I never really thought about just listening and giving advice could be healing work. I do a lot of that, and I draw a lot of eccentric people that need that.
Let me tell you something. We don't realize, as we was talking about earlier, your enyama, your energy.
Mm-hmm.
We say things and it happens, right? Well, you can heal with your words. Okay. Okay, hold on, y'all. Erica, state your name. I mean, I know your name, but state where you calling from. Hold on. Listen, we can't hear you. All right, go
Is
ahead.
is it connected?
Yeah, it's connected. Hello.
Oh yeah.
Okay, there we go. Go ahead. Is this Erica?
Yes, this Erica.
Okay, where you
This
calling from?
Erica. I'm Nicky. I was wanting to know what if I'm a chosen one because my kids always say and peace and blessings. I'm sorry.
Peace and blessings.
My kids always say that things every time I tell them things, it happens. Like they don't like for me to say things. They say, "Mama, don't say that because every time you say something's gonna happen, it always happens." So I always wonder. about that about me.
You know, I'm going to say this. We as women, because we're the natural nurturers of the earth, we have that ability naturally with our children. It's something that seems like it's a natural connection that we have with our children. I wouldn't see that as just a gift, a chosen one gift, okay? I'm going to say this.
Okay.
Most, whether it's white, Chinese, whatever, when we tell our children, because they come out of our damn vaginas, it is what it is. They're very, very connected to us. So it's sort of like,
Okay.
this is something that's natural with us. If we tell you something and it happens, and it happens, this is a natural ability. Now, have you tried it with somebody who is not your child? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And has it
Mhm.
happened?
Yeah.
Okay.
When I was married, I used to always, it's like I didn't know for sure that my husband was cheating, but the way I told him that I told him that I was having visions that he was cheating on me and a woman was pregnant, and like 3 months down the road, he came to me and told me he was cheating and there was a baby on the way.
See,
So it's
there
like
you
I
have
seen
it.
it.
There you have it. So you do have a gift. So your gift is seeing. Your gift is in your visions, and your gift is in your mouth. Okay, but I'm thinking,
Okay.
I'm seeing more than anything, you were given those visions. Okay, so you were able to tell him what you've seen, and then it came to pass. So I'm gonna say I see more of your gift is in your visions. You're more of a powerful seer more than a healer.
That was her ancestors letting her know.
Yeah, that's true too.
A lot of times,
For
spiritual
my
people,
ancestors.
yeah, your
Yeah.
ancestors were letting you know what he was up to. A lot of times, the spiritual people too, our ancestors will let us know what the other person is doing, especially if you've been right by that person.
Yeah.
But
What if you have like a dream? And I think I told you this once before, Nikki. You have a dream that somebody that's real close to you, and you keep having these dreams that they're gonna die, and then and the way they died, you say they was gonna die, they end up dying that same way.
You're
What is that called?
a prophetic seer,
yeah, you have prophetic dreams. Your
the
dreams are
prophetic
a
dreamer.
lot of your visions will come through your dreams, but I don't see that. I see that you're just a strong seer overall. So you'll get some through your dreams and some in real life.
Okay.
Yeah, so you
All
have a
right.
gift. Your gift is more with being able to see things.
Okay.
Yeah, your visions.
All right.
That's your strong gift. So keep you know using that. People might need to call you, so be mindful of that. People may be calling you to see stuff for them.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Then. Well, thank you.
All right. Thank you too.
Okay. Bye.
Take care. Bye bye. All right, y'all. All right. Let me see. Hold on. Uh, hey, Jennifer Rose, are you Pinky on YouTube, Jennifer? Are you Pinky on YouTube? Cause your name is Pink over here. Yeah. Okay. Felicia says, do you so happen to see the undeniable history of advancement of Black people all over the world? The uplifting of Africa, Felicia. I do. Um, Despite of all that's going on, I feel like the time has come back where we begin to rise again.
Yep.
I feel like Black people have been hated all over the world, and we know this to be a true fact because we see it through racism. Whether it's profiling, whether it's corporate racism, political racism, entertainment racism. Black people have been scrutinized, dogged out. I mean, I can go on. The list can go on over the years. Ancestors and the ancient ones and the cosmic ones said enough is enough. All of it must stop. Okay? We must come back and rise up and take our rightful positions. This is one of the reasons it's time for us to rise up, or it's actually been time. This is one of the reasons we started, selling the Sirius D, because the cosmic family was letting us know we had to make it so we can actually help some of the ones who were chosen ones to be able to do what they need to do as far as raising the vibrations here on this planet, for us to begin to rise again, for the ancients to come back, okay? So pretty much, family, definitely. Felicia, yes, it is time. Also, as well as the divine feminine energy to be rising so we can bring back the balance, because under this patriarchal system, we have seen nothing but chaos, nothing but war. I mean, it's been ridiculous, okay? So now all of this has to change. We're going to bring order back out of chaos. So when we speak of the ancient ones, Ma'at, you understand, is back. Heru is back. Best is back. All the
Yeah.
ancient ones, all these guys are rising up to bring the balance back.
Even the Inky and all of them are coming back.
That's right. Okay, that's not you, Jennifer. Okay, all right, all right, family. We almost time is almost up here. What time is it?
Hi, I'm Little Samin. What's up, Little Samin?
Hi, little Sammy. Hi, my little baby. How are you? You miss me? I know I ain't seen you in a while, but we had to stay quarantined, so we couldn't do the oracles of truth. But let me say this and make it clear: oracles of truth is not over. Okay, we will be back on very, very soon, family. Very soon. All right, 347. I have to call you back. See what it is they don't answer your other line 347 when you're on their air. Won't whatchamacallit.
Oh, okay.
Answer your other line 347.
I'm not paying attention. Pinky Lee says years ago I worked in a hospital, and all the babies in the ICU would stop crying when I entered the room. I thought it was so amazing.
They probably felt your energy. Probably have a very strong energy, Pinky.
Hello, you reached.
We don't want to let them hear that. 347. Whoever just called in, we're calling you back. Okay, we're calling you back. Answer the line. It's a 470 number. Answer the line. Okay, we're calling you back. All right.
Yeah, and and kids can sense if you're spiritual, and a lot of them can see spirits around you. So a lot of times when we're out and kids look at us, they either stare at her or they stare at us because I think they can see the
See the
spirits,
spirits
the
around
spirits
us.
around us.
Hey, peace, family.
Peace. How are you?
Peace, how you doing?
I'm doing good, King and Queen. Thank you, thank you.
What is your name and where you're calling? I know you're calling maybe from New York because you have a 347 number, but what is your name?
Miguel.
Miguel. You're the one who's sending me the inboxes, Miguel. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't watch the last
Yeah.
one you just sent. I'm going to watch it though, but what's going on?
Well, I know that I have certain gifts, but it's like I'm trying to discover them, and I know that wow, it's like I want to develop them, but I know I have healing. I can do healing. I know that I can do like change the reality with like writing. Like this is kind of weird to explain it, but like let's say for instance, if I was to write a story with my imagination, I will write the whole story, but then I will see it come to as a reality. It's like adaptation, like you're just writing a movie, but then you're thinking that you're using your imagination, but you're actually being clairvoyant and going into the future. So when I'm writing like a sci-fi thing, it's like, wait a minute, this is all coming true, like what's happening even now. Like this was a concept of a sci-fi since the 80s, but then this is the whole plot of what is actually happening now.
Yes. Yeah.
But my question is like, what do you see in me that I should kind of develop more to be a part of the front line fight against, in the spiritual war, because I know that when I was on an ayahuasca trip, Mother Ayahuasca kept telling me, Azazel, like Azel. And I thought for a minute, like, oh, maybe it's to get in contact with Brother Azazel, because, one of the metaphysical brothers in New York City. But then years later, I found out, like, wait a minute, that's not it. It's like to get in touch with this archangel that was kind of reaching out. So I don't know what spirit see if I should, like, go and reach him, or just go within my own instance and just develop my own self.
No, you need to develop. No.
Godhood, so I could just,
Let me tell you this, Miguel.
okay.
What's crazy is because you need to go within yourself, because what Spirit is showing me, I don't know if you have tried to harness the wind, but you need to go outside and make the wind blow. You have a certain power about you. How old are you?
I look like I'm in my 30s, but I'm 53.
Okay. Well, I'm going to tell you this. I keep seeing that you can actually harness the elements. Like you can work very well with the elements. And they keep showing me you outside, and it's sort of like you're making the wind blow. You're making the trees move. You're making the sun jump. You have a very strong connection to Earth. Okay, so you need to go within. You don't need the archangels. You are that what so
That
called would
energy.
say that angel would be. Okay, you need to really start practicing uh, manipulating and moving the elements because you can do it.
Yeah, I kind of like figured that it's a long story behind that, but oh my God, it's gonna get crazy. But forget it for your show, so you could keep getting popular. Lee taught me the reincarnated Bruce Lee. I met him in 2011,
Wow.
and he started to teach me. If I can teach you how to do mind control, I can teach you how to do like all this stuff. And for me, it was a shock to like meet him, but then again, not because ever since I was small, I would watch Bruce Lee movie and I would have this emotional feeling of crying every time I would see like the funeral scene. And it wasn't until 2010 where a woman that does channeling, she goes like, she read my past life and she was like, you're connected with, you were his son in a past life. And you guys, how they say with reincarnation, we meet. But anyway, it's a crazy long story. But he's if you ever see Fight Club, that what happened between both of them, that kind of like what happened with me and him. And Lee, he's the reincarnated Lee. Coke Hollywood knows who he is.
Mm-hmm.
He's friends with David Blaine, you know. But,
Right.
but I don't want to go too crazy in the rabbit hole. I
Right,
just
right,
wanna,
right.
just absorb what you just told me. But just to let you know that he was the first to, we were doing that like in the Bronx, like we were taking all night. He goes like, I'm gonna teach you how to do mind thing, and then in the morning we just broke night, and then we just went to the park. This is in the Bronx in the morning,
Yeah.
and then as I'm sitting here, we're talking in the bench. I see like people jogging, but these are like hot looking white woman with like a black brother who's like athletic, and they're like walking. And I'm like, wait a minute, this is the Bronx. I only see like like the Mexicans, Puerto Rican, all that stuff. But this was like I said, wait a minute, I'm not in Central Park. So they already knew, like they picked that up because I was like looking at activity as I was like Lee was teaching me in the park how to like do the wind. And for me it was because since I studied Tai Chi, it's easy for me to like do that. So I was naturally picking all that up. But as I was looking around me, I was going like, this is kind of strange. And then it wasn't until years later that it was like like a psyop operation because of not because of him, because he's he's CIA, but that they found out that I'm a certain reincarnated soul of a famous inventor that I'm not going to say, but you guys spirit probably show you that, as well as a certain Egyptian king that I'm not going to mention, but your spirit will show you that as well, because when I went to Egypt in 2015 in the desert, for some reason, all the world leaders happened to have had a meeting like not too far from there. If you look at the dates, whenever that was, but anyway, I don't want to say too much. You have a beautiful show, and thank you for
Thank you.
doing your part.
Yeah, thank you so much. And I know who you are. I see your face. I see your face. I clearly see who you are. So when you say you're that ancient one, I can see you look like that ancient one too.
Well, thank you for confirming that, sister. Thank you,
Yeah.
and have a blessed night, king and queen. I want to keep on getting more and more people into to reach out for you guys.
Okay. Thank you,
All right,
Miguel, for
thank you.
calling
Peace,
in. Have a
family.
good night.
Have a good night. Take
Okay.
care.
Bye bye. All right, family. All right. All right. Okay. So, are you a chosen one? That was the topic tonight, and it looks like we are out of time. What time did we start? Is it
We
over?
got 2 minutes.
2 minutes. 2 minutes, y'all. We got 2 minutes left. Are you a chosen one? Okay, brother. Think you knocking, you squishing me over here, pushing me over. Okay, y'all. All right. Um. All right. Hold on. Wait a minute. Pinky. A pink. Rose. You know. You. Well, hold on. You texting me. You know I'm on the air right now. Stop playing. You ain't never lying. You a pain in the ass. God damn it. Now, come on. Wait a minute till I get off the show, then you can text me and I'll help you out. You don't text me while I'm talking on the air. Come on now. All right, y'all. Any questions from YouTube? YouTube.
Damn, what the? I'm trying to. It's weird because I'm trying to
Thank
look
you
at.
for the $20 donation, Erica. Thank you for the donation.
It's not letting me look at the chat. Look at that. I'm trying to look at
Go
the.
back out and come back
Okay,
in.
there.
You got it?
I got it now.
All right, let's go. Any questions? Any questions? Any questions? Hey, Leslie. Hey, Cuz. How are you? I know all is well. What's going up in that area? Y'all good up there? You know, y'all quarantine. What's really going on up there in that area? Okay, I need to be a chosen one to win the lottery like for Jennifer Rose. Look here. In traditional medicine, we don't I get people that call me, they want numbers. We don't worship money like that. We don't do that. Okay? Money is not the all be all because nature provides everything that you need to sustain life. So with saying that, I hear you joking, but that's some things I don't joke about, Jennifer, because we really feel, they got us so programmed and brainwashed that we need money. You got people buying buses, living off of the grid right now, at peace, got a peace of mind, no bills to pay. I'm telling you, people are just really, really not playing no more. You understand? They're like, hell with the light bill, hell with the gas bill. I'm gonna buy me a bus. I'm gonna build it and make it comfortable, and I'm gonna travel the damn states and just live off the grid. People ain't trying to deal with that no more because they know. They know what I know, and I know what I know, that nature provides everything that we need to sustain life.
Yep.
Okay, Leslie, you said they have a curfew at 9. Oh, ain't that some shit? All right, all right. You too.
Candy Rain says, "How do you know what abilities you have that need to be worked on?"
Candyman, once you find out what your ability is, then you basically want to use it more often, like reading. I get people, excuse me, family. Excuse me. I get people that call me and say, Nikki, well, how can I read you? Like, look at the more you practice, the more you read, the more stronger your gift gets. The more rituals you do, the more powerful you become. The more that you begin to use self intention to do what you wanted to do, the more powerful your powerful intention comes.
Yeah.
So it's like being repetitive with what you have, which is
Working the
going to
muscle
build it. Right,
almost.
right. Working the muscle with it is going to make it strong. And you know what I mean? So pretty much you just got to really, whatever your gift is and whatever you've been chosen to do more of it. Do more of it. You want to get to the point. I tell Brother Dinkler, he'll tell you. Like, you didn't do that ritual? I already did the ritual. Well, I didn't see you go over here because I didn't need to. There's two things. Either I put it out in my visions or I send my spirits.
Yep. And sometimes she don't have to send them; they go on their own.
Sometimes, right.
Yep.
Because I'm constantly, we're actually both of us constantly doing a lot of work. So you got to remember, we're being work. I mean, and you want to talk about rituals out the chain, let me see, out the behind, yeah. So we're saying that a lot of times our spirits will work on our behalf. You know what I mean? So we got rituals over here, rituals over here, rituals over here. The spirits will automatically go work. I'll get people say, well, Nikki, thank you. That happens fast. Okay, you're welcome. I had already either sent the intention out of what I wanted to see happen or my spirits are working for me. It depends on the situation.
Yeah, and you just gotta remember too. We're in the physical, but spirit sees everything. So a lot of times, spirit is already moving when it needs to move. So a lot of things.
Sometime,
Yeah,
brother Digger,
sometimes.
because when you develop a strong, powerful intention, when you develop an intention where
No,
you
I'm
could,
not saying that. I'm saying sometimes we don't see certain things that people are doing. Sometimes the spirit will see it and shut it down before they even show it to us or reveal it.
oh, I thought you meant when sending out
No,
rituals, because
I'm
there's
not talking
times when
about
you
ritual
can,
work. Like ritual.
somebody will say, well, let me give you an example. Well, a woman might call and say she's having she's dealing with some domestic violence, okay? And the man may be beating her. So while I'm saying, okay, well, I need you to send me a picture of him, his hair, his nails, a piece of his clothes, so we could stop that abuse, right? Before she even does that, I already put the entire power of intention out there for it to stop and for him to something to happen. And 9 times out of 10, it happens.
Especially if she get mad.
Right, especially if I get pissed off, because I don't like men to beat on women. I don't like that. That is the worst thing. It just gets to my bones. You hear what I'm saying? So my thing is, before I even can get my hands on this man's stuff, it's already happening to him. That's the type of energy you want to be able to put out. Okay, and that comes from years and years and years of doing rituals and using your power of intention and using your natural gift as a chosen one abilities to manifest this power into existence. Okay, all right, family. Mr. Jessica, what you have to say?
Nah, he said that sounds like some shit I would do. Live in a nice container home or something.
I'm telling you, they have some nice ones. Y'all got to go online and look at them, boy. I just be like, look, give me the one of those, and we going here. I want to go here. I want to see Alva. I want to see this. I want to go everywhere. You understand?
Yeah,
But I
yeah.
don't know if I could live in them because I start getting claustrophobic, y'all. I need space. I need to be able to get over here, to get over here. You know what I mean? I'm not. It's not that bad, but I mean, after a while, you just want a little bit of space. You don't want to be stuck in a one little corner. Okay, here comes trouble. Brother Thinker, you think you can hang in one of those? You could live in one of those
Yeah.
forever? You're not claustrophobic?
I
Don't
no,
you
listen,
was
hold
about to
on,
sit
hold on.
up here and
No,
lie.
listen to this. I can live in one of those with no problem if I had everything I need, but I can't be. I think I would freak out if I had to be in something like, say, like when we watched that movie and they got stuck under the earth. That shit would fucking bug me the fuck. I start because I just know me, how my mind work, and then I be like, boy, I be calling on the spirits like a motherfucker.
What you talking about when they got stuck under
Yeah,
the ground?
underground when they was working the miners was working underground and they got stuck. That shit, boy, hell no, I freak out right there, boy. I,
Oh,
I think I lose it. You know how that man was just beating on the earth and wasn't shit happening. They was looking at it like that'd probably be me, boy. I'd be like, shit, let me get the fuck out of here.
okay. So, all right. So we're saying that, y'all. Um, well, that's why I could
But
bury
I
y'all
don't
like I could bury y'all. Y'all would have had a doggone fit if I would have buried y'all under the goddamn earth.
like I wouldn't like I don't know. I just think certain shit ain't to be played with. Like shit, people going deep into the earth and shit, like going in the machine under the earth. I wouldn't do that shit. I wouldn't get on no fucking ship and ride in no big ass ocean. I wouldn't. Nah, you can keep all that shit
All
because
right.
anything could happen.
BP Papa, yo, here comes trouble. Yeah, trouble. Guess what? Ain't gonna be no trouble right about now, 'cause we're about to get up off of here, BP Papa. You should have tuned in earlier. You came in late, but you're lucky it's Friday night. Anyway, y'all missed the show. We want to know if you was the chosen one. We was trying to let you know if you was the chosen one. So we're saying that the message we're gonna leave you all with tonight. If you are a chosen one, get out there and do your work. People are being people are needed to do the work.
Hmm.
And I'm talking about if you already know that you're chosen, if you're already doing spiritual work, I don't care whether you want to call it hoodoo, voodoo, palo, santo, santeria, whatever you want to call it. Do what's righteous with it and begin to do rituals to help people because a lot of people are needing help right now. We are all being called to do the works of the ancestors or whatever God you use or however you use them. We all being called to come back to the land to do what we have to do to help the masses of humanity who do not have the gift like we have or who are not chosen ones. So do get ready because people will be coming to you. So do keep this in mind. Get ready. Put your spiritual gear on, your spiritual warrior gear to be able to fight on people's behalf or be able to help people in many different ways. So if you're a chosen one, do not ignore your gift. If you're a chosen one, do not play with your gifts. And if you're wondering if you got problems, it's because you ain't carrying out or doing what you're supposed to do and what you came back to this earth to do as a chosen one or as a healer, whatever you want to call yourself, healer, traditional healer, priest, Babaluvisa, whatever, Sangoma, whatever you want to call yourself. It don't matter. Get the work done.
That's
Okay?
right. Pinky Lee said, "Ride the ocean. Oh, how nice to cruise." Now, hell no. I bet it wasn't nice when they got stuck on that damn ship and they had to start shitting in them bags and throwing them in the ocean. I bet that wasn't nice. Nah, you can keep that because I don't like being told I gotta stay somewhere and stuck somewhere. No,
That's
hell
right.
no.
Angela D. Payne. When you are chosen, does it come from your maternal side first? Not necessarily Angela Payne. I've actually read some people where they were their gifts came from their father's lineage, right? That's what I read. Like when I do divination, I'll see that sometimes their gifts comes. They might had a grandfather, or or their father's mother might have been a traditional healer, or had certain gifts. And then some of us, like me, I've had both sides. Very powerful. My father, he was a very powerful male witch, and then my mother, she was a male African witch in the sense of basically having the powers and the ability to do a lot of different things. Okay, so I was blessed to have both sides. Do spiritual work, do rituals, both of my parents were okay. And then there was a lineage of both of down the line. And my
Mm-hmm.
grandfather used to say, my grandfather, my father's father, from the 19 born in the 1920s, used to say, I'm, and I'm not even gonna say it like he said it, but my aunt used to be like, "Oh, you need to start reading the Bible." Now, my father's side is African American, right? And my father, and he, Ray, you need to read the Bible. My grandfather used to say, "I'm Mother effing God." He's just, and I'm telling y'all, just like that. I'm not even exaggerating. He used to be like, "I'm Mother effing God." So they used to think he was crazy, and there was 14 of them on that side. My great grandmother had 14 children, but they didn't believe in that. So they came from a very strong line of healers. You know what I mean? Now, my grandfather's mother, her lineage tracing to Ghana, okay? Very strong healer. So, yeah, both
Mm-hmm.
sides. Any more questions before we go?
Sheila Cummins says my daddy grandfather was a witch healer.
See what I'm saying? And yeah, that's another thing. My grandfather's father was what they called back then a medicine man. Late 1800s to the early 1920s, he was a medicine. He was traveling across America giving medicine. Of course, in America they call it a medicine man, which is basically the same thing. Yeah. So it depends on what the divination says, Sheila. Sometimes it's maternal, sometimes it's paternal, sometimes it's both.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right,
Yep.
family. On that note, we thank you for tuning in to the Spiritual Vault. We're about to skedaddle off of here because, we are a little bit on the tired side.
Yes, yes, y'all.
And if you want a full divination reading, you can check out our website, www.wunamandadinkra.com. Adinkra. You can't put it
Yes.
in there?
But what? I put it in. Oh, I put it in there again. I got you.
All right, so why you copying me, Adinkra? Why you yawning at
I
the
was
same
just,
time
I
I'm
was, I
yawning?
was just messing with you.
Uh-huh. You know damn well you tired too. Stop acting like it. You ain't tired.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
You hold up, wait a minute. All right, family.
What the?
Y'all got any plans for this weekend while we trying to put these websites in here? Any plans this weekend? Hey, D'Antoine. You late, D'Antoine. Um, we might come on. We might come on maybe tomorrow night. I want to entertain. We might come on a little bit earlier, y'all, cause we came on kind of late. Oh, for real? Oh, really?
Maybe, maybe not. I don't know about that one.
Yeah. Well, it's Saturday. We get to sleep late. So how about that? All right. So we might come on a little bit earlier. All right. If we go to bed early tonight, but we ain't got to go home, but you got to get up out of here. It's been fun. It's been nice. And again, thank you for. What you looking at, Brother Dinkle?
Hmm.
Don't pick it at the side to me. You say it.
What?
You finish it off now, cause
What?
my mouth dry. What? 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 That's all he do, y'all. What? Huh?
Huh? What?
What?
Thank y'all for tuning in to the Spiritual Vault. I am Brother Adinkra, your African indigenous healer, traditional healer.
We'll never say that at the end. Why you playing? That's only
Okay.
for the beginning.
Well, anyway,
If y'all new
I'm
to
Brother
our YouTube,
Adinkra. This is
subscribe and like
WUNAM.
the channel and get our notifications, okay?
If you was gonna say it, why you didn't just say it, woman?
Say what?
You just told me to say, go ahead, do your thing.
Uh, okay. Finish it.
No, go
Finish
ahead.
the
I
conversation.
just finished it. Good night, fam.
Let's have a live party tomorrow. Majestic Raw, what kind of live party you talking about? What kind of live party? You want us to get on here and do what? What kind of party you talking? I'm too old to goddamn party. Don't let the looks fool you, cause my ass is old. So what type of party? Cause I don't party. I make music. You understand? But I don't do all that partying. You young folks like to party. I can't deal with all that noise now. And My patience is short and shit, and I don't know, Majestic Wow. You gotta explain that one to me. What kind of party you talking about? Come on now, I'm waiting for you. The answer back. What they saying over there? Pay attention. What they saying over there?
They're saying good night. Pinky Lee says, remember, happy life, happy wife, happy life.
Shit. Dance party. All right. I'll let you come on and you could dance, all right? All right, we're gonna leave you with my
Now
song
she gonna
called
give you a party song.
I'm gonna give you a party song. This is song from my CD called Taste of Africa. It's called Do You Wanna Dance? Y'all ready?
Good night, family.
Majestic Rock, guess how old I am. Try to guess. If you no, y'all probably hear me say it, but guess. All right. Yeah, here y'all go. Move that. Move that. Sean. Move that.